What's good, what's good, what's good? It's keemy, and I'm back with my motherfucking tea of the day. This is season 5, episode 21. 21. Cinco 21. And you know when a motherfucker try you, and you really be trying to just be copacetic and just be happy, and a bitch try you, and you just gotta return to sender. You have to return her to a fucking maker. You have to get her back in line. You have to check her if you need to. Yeah, so I'm sure I told you a few episodes back about the drama I was having at work. I was experiencing with the mistreatment and the this and the that. And yeah, I got her packed up. She packed up. She packed the fuck up. She got her life. She got it together. And guess what? I'm thriving. I successfully taught myself housing. And with the field I'm in case management within the shelter system. So ideally, case management and housing should always go hand in hand. And if it doesn't, check your bulb. I don't know, there's something wrong. And for me, I'm a passionate person. And I'm a person who likes to be hands-on. I don't like to just sit there and let my clients be in someone's hands if I can't fully assist or try to assist as much as possible. So these last 3 months, while she was wherever the fuck she was, I taught myself housing. I also was able to assist with my clients and other clients with positioning and getting packets together and learning from these packets. Like, oh my gosh, like DHS really was sending shit back for no fucking reason. Like, literally, like, playing your face. Playing your face. But it's the process of the game, and sometimes you just have to be okay with it. Sometimes you just have to cope with that change. So, work is going good for the most part. It's still a little hiccups, but overall, it's better than it was when I checked in last. So this is just my daily check-in. What do I want to get into? So work is going. Um, Outside life. Friends is being friends. And I've been noticing that oftentimes adults do not know how to communicate effectively in terms of their friendships and in terms of what should have been said and what hasn't been said, what they want to say, what they're scared to say, what the reality is. Like, the reality could just be looking at you in your fucking face. And you won't know it until you actually look at the bitch and say, oh, you have been trying to give me a fucking clue. Yeah. 1,000%. Um, Conversations are so easy, but people make it so hard to have. Whether it's a disagreement, it's a falling out, or it's just a disconnect. Because people get so busy in life, people get so. And I hate the word busy because you can never be too busy for people that you care about. But it happens. People in a relationship, people not in a relationship, so those are two different dynamics. People have kids and then people don't have kids, so that's another dynamic that you kind of have to play with. I play within those realms. But still being available for who you need to be available for. But still being available for your friendships. So they can still mature, they can still grow, and they can still build kind of aspect. So I just hope within the world, within the rest of 2024 and 2025, we're holding people accountable for they're not being where they need to be, showing the effort that they need to show, saying what they need to say, so there can be growth, there can be change, there can be a different outcome. kind of scenario. Because that is essential. Accountability is essential. Trying is essential. And you have to see and understand that if someone's trying, someone's trying. It may not be how you like it. It may not be the time you like it. But that if there's effort, and you can see the effort, give them that pass. Simple as that. If you see the effort, give them that motherfucking pass. You can still address it. You can still tell them how you feel, but in a respectful manner. Sometimes you have to tell your friends what it is, because they act. Sometimes they act like they don't get the gripe. They don't get the anger. They don't get the frustration. They don't get the abandonment issues or feeling alone, feeling like you just left them for dead. You left them for dead, and it happens sometimes. Because we're all human, but if we're not able to have those conversations with our friend, are we really friends? Are we really good like we thought we were? Or were we just using those words just to use it? Just like the I love you word. Because that word be tossed around a whole lot. And I'll be looking at them like, but why? And how? Like, for me, every time I said I love you, I genuinely meant it. But sometimes I don't be feeling the same way people be saying it. I just be looking like, huh? Do you really? Do we? Oh, do we? Like, my Sagittarius come out. I know I can be petty. I'm a petty ass nigga. 1,000%. And I'm okay with it. I came to terms with that a long time ago. But certain people in certain situations, in certain scenarios, would bring out that petty. I'm not just petty just to be petty. I've never been that. But when you call them up, I'll answer. Trust and believe. Stop throwing out love. Stop throwing out the I love you if you do not really love the person. It's not beneficial for anyone. Love life is still loveless. But I've come to terms with I may just be single. I may just be single with my cat, my apartment, and myself and my friends. I think that just may be the path. And it's not even like I'm giving up on love, because I'm not. I can never give up on love. I'm a hopeless romantic. I've always been and I always will be. But the more I'm single, the more I'm able to evaluate and reassess what I need, what I expect, and what I require in a relationship going forward, in any relationship, in any facet, but especially a romantic relationship. And although sex is great, it can be great. It can be tiring. It can be boring. It can be obsolete. It can literally just be like, oh, okay. It's something to do. And I hate scenarios where it just feels like it's just something to do. And you want it to go further, or you don't want it to go further, and then it's that scenario. Or niggas is just not doing what the fuck they supposed to do. And that's why I don't let every nigga just fuck me, because after you fuck me, what happens? You go home, I live my life, next day, I'm busting another nut. That means you did not do your job. You did not fulfill my urge. You did not conquer this dragon. You scratched it. You scratched the surface, but you didn't conquer it. And I don't know about the straight scenario, but for me, I'm quick to let someone know, or try to allude to it, or whatever that looks like. I may not always be direct, because it's people's feelings, it's people's livelihood. It's just a lot. But when you're not fully satisfied, you should let them know. especially if you're trying to deal with them and become a regular. If you're not, then it is what it is. It's a one-off kind of scenario. But I'm not really a one-off type of person. I don't like the one-offs. It gets boring. But I have not found a dude that approached me in the right way. And I've had different conversations. I've tried to go out on dates. I've tried in the online, in person, trying to meet someone at the laundromat or at the store, at that, at just different functions. And it just is not adding up the way it needs to add up. So I'm just trying to wait for my Prince Charming to follow suit and to come find me, or we find each other. Or the person may be right in front of my face and I don't even know it. But sometimes you need the dollar, nigga. Like, you need that to be, you need to make me know that that's what you feeling. Cause if I don't know, I don't know. Cause you ain't tell me what the fuck it really was. What else? I want this on record stating that I see and I hear everything. I'm very knowledgeable. I'm very out there. I'm definitely an observer. I'm noticing even more. Like, everyone knows I'm quiet until I'm not. But if I'm constantly quiet, that may be on you. That may mean I have not opened up yet. I want friends. Fun fact. If we really trying to get to know each other, this and the third, whatever that may look like, whatever facet that may look like, get your life together and compartmentalize what you're trying to do in whatever relationship you're in, and then still maintaining that friendship where that friend is more than likely going to go. Because there's no stake in the fight. There's no nothing. There's just, if there's no effort, what are we doing? If there is no effort, what are we doing? I feel like people are becoming too into themselves. And actually, me and my coworkers was having this similar conversation this morning about the home and about just the home not being what it used to be, like when we was growing up. Because now we have on the social media and this and the third, we have like social media raising these kids ultimately. Because both parents have to be, if we have both parents have to be working, have to be getting this income, have to be getting to the bag. Where it's like sometimes you have to juggle, and it's unfortunate that you have to juggle between income and being a parent. Income being a parent. I wish, like, the parents I know out there that be killing it, y'all fucking killing it. Like, I don't know how y'all be doing it. I know y'all be tired as hell. But shout out to my besties. Shout out to all the moms, the pops that I know. Shout out to my brother. Like, shout out to my sisters. Like, shout out to y'all. Because y'all are definitely real ones. For just literally trying to instill structure and passion and morals back into these children. Because, baby, a lot of these people out here, a lot of these grown babies, these grown adults, what are their morals? I'll be trying to look for them. But I don't even think that they know where they are. I don't think they know what they are or who they are. And that's unfortunate. And I don't want to have to deal with someone who I have to raise. And that goes back to like the whole me still evaluating and still trying to figure out shit. Like, I know that I ideally will be single till someone changes that. And I want someone to change it. Because I'm open for that. But if I need you to come correct, and I need you to know who you are, and I need to know what you bring to the table. And it cannot just be your body, it cannot just be money. Because I've never been a gold digger. I never asked a nigga for money. I never borrowed money. I'm not that nigga who's going to have you pay my way. Never in America. Actually, often of times, it's been the other way around. And I'm not doing that. It's definitely going to be like 50-50. It's definitely going to be some equalness to it. If you buy, I buy type shit. But I'm not going to be the one that just taking care of me, taking care of you type shit. Question. Happy wife? Happy wife, happy life, or happy king, happy kingdom? I've never heard of the second term until last night when we was having this conversation. And for me, I gotta say it's half and half. Well, I'm not fully within a happy wife, happy life type of situation, but ultimately, woman was created for man because it was Adam and then Eve. And so Eve was the person who was supposed to reel Adam back in from his sins. Even though they both end up sinning together because that's human. But, in fact, like, there's no sin greater than the other. They all are equal. So you can say this about me, but then I can also say that about you. And it's equal. But nevertheless, happy king, happy kingdom. I want to say it's definitely both. Because both partners have to be happy within that scenario, within that relationship. They have to be happy. Because if they're not happy, then their household, whatever they're trying to build, is not going to work. Their foundation is not there. And foundation is key in anything. I do believe that with society going the way it needs to go, and especially within the black and brown community, more fathers are not in the house due to imprisonment, due to societal stuff, due to the moms not allowing certain shit, but also using the child as a pawn. And I don't like that type of woman. Because there are lots of fathers who are on child support right now who are not supposed to be on there because they definitely want to be part of their motherfucking child's life. But your broads, your females, your ladies, your moms, the ones who do that, are using those childs as a pawn. And best believe when they get older and they want to find out and they want to search for their father, and the father like, I've been here, I've been trying to be here, I've been writing letters and show the evidence, whatever that looks like, or I did for that because they was just tired of fighting. And so that child become of age where now it's kind of the child's responsibility, but not their responsibility to then go search and find, or waiting till they're of age to then actively try to be back in their child's life. And I find like the system fucked up for that, for not looking at the whole scenario, just listening to what the mom said, and that's it. I feel like the household, whatever household it is, whether it's man and man, woman, woman, man and woman, the foundation is missing. That love, that genuine love, like people actually loving each other, missing each other, and cold-heartedly being a ride or die type of love. Like, that's the type of love I'm used to. All of this sometimes seasonal shit, I don't got time for it. I never even had a fucking seasonal job. Let alone, I don't need a seasonal nigga or a seasonal anyone in my life. But with the facet of people being hurt and not processing the hurt, not dealing with the hurt. Because it's one thing to actually process it. Because processing could take a day. It could take years to fully process what the fuck happened. Especially if you was in that good love. Like that love that, ooh, that just fills you up. And it can be toxic and can be detrimental. It could be detrimental. It could be painful. It can be so beautiful. It can be so many different facets and colors. Within that one experience, within that one love. That you'll probably never get back. But it ended for a reason. And you have to take count. You have to take in account. You have to take stock of everything. So you have to go deep and then figure out what happened. Why did it happen? You have to process it. Literally, like, relationships can be like deaths. You may not physically lose them, but you physically lost them. And then after you process, first is denial. You're denying everything. Then it's the processing. And then you actually have to heal. Like, heal? Like, HEAL? Like, heal yourself. But if you're getting into a relationship after relationship after relationship, are you actually healing? Or are you just like sometime healing? Are you actually doing the homework? Or are you just doing the pre-assessments? But you ain't really get into like the homework. Because you have to get into the homework. You have to really figure out why the fuck it ended. And you have to figure out what your part was. And then you have to give yourself grace, per usual. And you just have to accept the fact that you allowed this. And it happened. You have to accept that fact. Don't deny it. Don't brush past it. Don't do any of that. But give yourself grace. But until we start doing that and really doing the homework and really building ourselves back up after we've been broken down and not allowing ourselves to give the fuck up on love and genuine connections and genuine interactions and intercourse and like sex, not just fucking, like actual making love, like actual I bring this part of the table, you bring that part of the table, I come with this, you come with that. The household is still going to be broken. Parents have to agree on the parenting. It cannot be this goes and then that's that. Women are more nurturing. So yeah, your children will be more aided to going to the parent that's going to nurture them more. But the other parent has to show their nurturing side as well. Like in terms of like a heterosexual household, which we're all built in, for the most part, unless there's adoption involved, the women are supposed to show the men what to expect out of a woman, how women are supposed to show up, how the queens are supposed to show up. Everyone wants to be a queen, but are they really a queen? Or are they just given princesses? Every nigga want to be a king. But are you still a prince? Did you grow up? Just because you're grown does not mean that you're a king. Just because you're grown does not mean that you're a queen. What are you instilling in the next generation? What are you instilling in your kids? Because your lifeline ends with your kids. And then your kids' kids, your kids' kids' kids. But what are you instilling in them so they're not making mistakes that you're dealing with? Like fathers, what are you instilling in these and the woman to help them or innate them to deal with the niggas that they deal with? Because ideally, women usually go with the dudes who are like their father, whether their father was actually there or not. And if they're not there, then you end up dealing with someone who is not physically or mentally there, or emotionally there. Same for women. I mean, same for the dudes who are looking for women. If their mom was not there, they're going to look for a woman who is X, Y, and Z, who is similar to their mom. But if we're showing up differently and we're instilling boundaries and structure and morals, then we may have hope again. But right now, we're all dealing with her armor. We're walking into any relationship with armor. Instead of saying, hey, I am hurt. I'm hesitant. But I want to try this. Because I like you. Or I want to try this. Because I want to get back out there. Be honest. If this is not an actual end all be all, if this is not an actual, I'm trying to go a long run, but I'm just trying to get my feet wet again, say that shit. So then you're giving the person a chance to agree, accept, and deny. If you don't give them that chance, how and why? But once we get back on board with actually doing our homework and actually being hard, not being hard, in the household we get better. But it comes with communication. It comes with being vulnerable. In both aspects. I'm sorry, I don't equate to the narrative of a man is just supposed to be hard and because at least for me, and this is for me, I want a nigga who's gonna be a nigga, 1,000%. I don't want a nigga who's not a nigga, but I want a nigga to also be vulnerable. I want a nigga who is gonna show me off. He's gonna show his feelings. He's gonna show his emotions. I'm gonna see him mad. I'm gonna see him cry. I'm gonna see him in all facets of who the fuck he is. He's not hiding from no nigga. Not hiding from no one. He's not in no closet. He's not doing this. He's not doing that. He's not trying to figure himself out. He is together. But he is emotionally available. If I had a long day, I can go to him and I can emotionally talk to him and he can take me off the fucking ledge. Y'all women talk to these niggas who are not emotionally available and they get mad. How? You wanted this person. So you can't get mad when they can't give you what they can't give you. And we're not doing this game of show. We can't raise a man. As much as we may want to, we may want to build a nigga. And we may have built a nigga. And then our nigga left. Because we gave him the shoes to run out our... Because we gave them the shoes to run out of our life. We gave them the car to drive out our life. Whatever that scenario was, however you upgraded a dude or person. Because women upgrade niggas all the time. Men upgrade men. Women upgrade women. But the fact of the matter is, until we actually are having these genuine conversations, and we're having them with tact. Let's be clear. We're not beating them down to build them up, because that doesn't help anyone. That may get your frustration out, but at the end of the day, did that help you? By you telling him or you telling them how they fucked you up, how they got you fucked up, XYZ, I don't need no nigga, I don't need no bitch, whatever that scenario is for you. It doesn't negate the fact that you still have those feelings. It doesn't negate the fact that you still are in love. It doesn't negate the fact that there can be reciprocity. There can be that. But you have to have an open and honest conversation, and you have to talk to that person with tact, with standard, but with sternness. You have to let them know, I am completely like, this is how I'm feeling. However, I see this. I don't like how you make me feel because of X, Y, Z. But you're not beating them down. You're not coming at them harsh where they have to be, or they have to come out hard. And they have to come out with their defense on. Because no one wants to work like that. Because that's not the goal. That's never been the goal. But if we don't get anything out of this, If you don't get anything out of this, love yourself first. Do your homework. Be one with yourself. Families, get back on board. Real love is out there. Real love is out there. Real passion is out there. Real morals is out there. Relationships are so beautiful. This was Keemy. As you can see the background. I am back with my tea of the fucking day. This was season 5, episode 21. Cinco y 21. And you can find me anywhere you listen to podcasts. Keemy's tea of the day. My IG, Keemy Holder. My Facebook, Keemy Holder. Come with love. Come with peace. Come with empathy. Don't ever give up on love. Don't ever give up on yourself. Don't be afraid to set boundaries. Do not be afraid to be open and honest with your partners. Be your partners for a reason. Be open and honest with them. And it's the only way things will get better. That is the only way that things will change. Later, y'all.